Hello, people. We are here again with The Flash. We got episode 11 of season 2 and the return of the Reverse Flash. So, they set off on a big cliffhanger last week. Now, if you guys didn't see last week's review, because apparently a certain someone that I know decided that while I left and waited for the video to finish uploading, to set the video to private. I won't reveal the name of this so-called person, as the prank is not funny, and in the sense that it made me want to hurt him. But anyway, that's why the review wasn't up last week until last night after Supergirl. So, yeah. If you guys didn't see my reaction or review to last week's episode, I'll leave a link in the description below. Anyway, with this week's episode, we are picking up right where we left off. Now, a few small points that I want to get out of the way. Patty is leaving the city, and she's just putting everything together. She is figuring it all out. She puts together all the pieces and says, yep, Barry's the Flash. Really? Really? Why is Barry's secret the hardest thing to keep? I used to say it was the Arrow, but come on. I'm surprised half of Central City doesn't know that Barry's the Flash. I won't be surprised if one day they just come out and it's like, oh, and by the way, I'm the mayor and Barry Allen's the Flash. See ya. I won't be surprised anymore. Because if Patty's figuring it out, who else is figuring it out? Come on. Of course, we got this as well. Caitlin starts tracking down Jay Garrick's other self. Turns out that there is another person who is exactly like Jay Garrick, but he was adopted by families. He was in foster homes. His name's been switched around so many times, and there is a slight problem. Jay's DNA is mutated from the Speed Force, from being a speedster. So, unfortunately, finding a doppelganger is not going to help him at all. He needs to get his speed back from Zoom by taking him down. So, we probably won't see him go all speedster until quite possibly the last episode of the season. And then, of course, the big thing that everyone's talking about. Reverse Flash showing up. Now, first thing he does is kidnap the old friend of Harrison Wells who knew him for so many years. Kidnaps her so that she'll create a time machine to send him forward in time. Of course, he then decides he wants to kill her. Well, thanks to Harrison Wells and Cisco creating the Vibe glasses, which I don't really know anything about Vibe, but I do know that the glasses are part of his powers, so yippee. Anyway, Cisco locks in on a almost 4-hour jump in time and figures out exactly where Reverse Flash is going to be. Of course, they catch him, but by catching him, they've altered the timeline to the point where now Cisco starts vanishing. Wow. Because this does make an interesting point. If Reverse Flash doesn't go forward, then a lot of bad stuff can happen, especially with the fact that it's because of the Reverse Flash that Vibe exists at all. Awkward. And, of course, we just get the stuff with Reverse Flash just sort of being in this timeline. We've got the confirmation that this is before he goes back in time to kill Barry's mom. Time travel is confusing no matter which way you look at it. I think DC Legends of Tomorrow is about the only thing that hasn't made time travel confusing so far. But knowing time travel, it'll happen anyway. I mean, and, well, now Reverse Flash has to be sent back into the future, which is exactly what happened. Cisco's safe. Reverse Flash is all the way back in the future, and Patty knows that Barry is the Flash. And we did get some exposition between Wally and Iris and their mother, and it's kind of nice that she brought up Eddie Thawne and his death, which I will not be surprised if it turns out Eddie Thawne of Earth 2 is in fact Zoom. I keep saying it because there's a big chance, and that's what I think. Alright, only time will tell. Really, only time will tell. So, altogether for this episode, I'm not sure what to give this, although a few more points I want to bring up. First off, it explains how Reverse Flash got his powers. He explains why he hates Barry Allen so much, or, Flash. And ultimately, just sort of sets up everything for future battles and everything. There's a lot to talk about, but I'm getting the key points down anyway, and I'm rambling at this point. So, altogether for this episode, I want to give this one an 8.0 out of 10. It was a good episode. There were the obvious cliches and the problems that we have with the show because, let's face it, every show has problems. Flash is no exception. So, altogether, I'll give this one 8.0 out of 10. Good episode. Held my attention and really got to explore some of the vibe stuff, so that's pretty cool. So, let me know what you guys thought of the episode in the comment section below. As always, be sure to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button. Share this with as many people as you can. I greatly appreciate it. And don't forget to check in regularly for more and more content. Be sure to check in tomorrow for Arrow Season 4, Episode 11 review. And be sure to check in this Thursday for Part 2 of the 2-episode series premiere of DC Legends of Tomorrow. We got episode 2 coming up this Thursday. And, of course, be sure to check in this upcoming Sunday, maybe Saturday. I don't know which way it's going to go, but most likely Sunday for RWBY Season 3, Episode, I believe, 10. I've been Kedrix, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.